Hi all, this theory rarely sucks, man. Because of this theory only, many times you could easily get that aggregate marks, the 200 or 210, whichever you is needed. But because of this theory, you're ending up with 180s or 190s. Always you'll write so well the theory paper, but you're ending up with 45s, within 45s and 50s, right? So as a student, you think like maybe my English is bad, maybe I don't have proper English. That's why I'm not getting those marks. That's what you think, right? No, it's not the thing, because even when I am studying also, I have faced this kind of issues or faced these people, but I understood that time itself what means. There are some of my co-articles who can speak far better English than me, 5 times, 6 times better English than me. But when it comes to the theory subjects, even they would also struggle a lot. They will also end up with getting 45 to 50 marks. And I will tell, if you know English well only, then theory paper marks, the ability to secure marks will come down. Okay, I'll tell that also. In detail, I'll tell also. So we are having so many papers, man. In every group, you are having like two subjects are from theory. So if these two subjects, you could not get at least 100 from these two subjects, every time if you are overly depending on this problematic part, this is going to impact in one or the other way, because we cannot clearly rely on problematic subjects, right? One attempt it may work on our way, the other attempt it may not work on our way. So you should not cost your attempt, right? You cannot test your luck. You should be able to get that part of marks which are needed from the theory as well, right? So I think I'm going to give you some kind of techniques which I followed personally also, and maybe some polished versions which I'm saying, because with this teaching experience, looking after a lot many other students also, I've thought these things will definitely helpful to you. And understand, it doesn't happen by the end of this 10 minutes or 15 minutes video you will be able to go and get theory 70 marks. That doesn't happen in such a way. Okay, we cannot do this thing in a single step. It takes lot of discipline. It can be achieved only with small steps. It takes a minimum of 3 months. With 3 months of small steps, you could certainly get the good marks in theory, right? Trust me, this is really gonna helpful to you. If you're a student really having these issues, these are something going to help you. Okay, here are the tips or techniques for writing or scoring well in the theory. I identified some 7 techniques actually, processes. So if you follow this, certainly you could do whatever you are expecting. If you have any better method also, I'm not saying like only this has to be followed. You could even implement that along with this, right? So we'll go one by one in a detailed way. So the first one, if you see, it is what understanding the concept. So in any theory subject, it's not possible mugging up. It's okay. What happens when you mug up now? Okay, when you don't understand the meaning of it, and if you just mug up means, when the paper is okay, how many times you mug up also, when the paper is little tricky, you get panic. In that time you will not remember one sentence also, or else that in a sentence also you'll remember one word and you will not remember another word. So that doesn't work. So never ever try to mug up. Understand the concept. The first basic thing is like understanding what it is. Understand it. Then second one, having a personal short notes. Having a personal short notes. First thing is don't mug up. Second one is like write a personal short notes on your own. It's like how the students are happening. I'm also write notes in my classroom, but that was like I'm helping you in preparing your short notes. Understood? So if you are taking classes elsewhere also, if you have followed any other class also, what I'm saying is like write your own personal notes for the theory subjects. If you don't have personal notes, you cannot identify which is important and all. Okay, if it is not, if time is not sufficient, at least for half of the chapters, or at least for 50 marks, 60 marks, but write short notes. Don't say time is a constraint. I have written on my own in CF final preparation, where I'm having only 30, hardly 30 to 35 days I'm having, because I got only that much leave actually. Okay, in my group 2 preparation in CF final, but still I'm able to write at least for half of the chapter the short notes. Okay, so don't excuse or don't give an excuse of time. It's possible. Write short notes. Okay, second thing, at least for the important chapters. Then the third thing, while writing short notes, you should identify the keyword or key sentences. whichever the faculty class you listen, he'll stress the keywords or key sentences. So whenever you come across those keywords or key sentences in any concept, okay, let's say for example, because I'm saying this, everybody knows about this inter or final student. Example of composite supply. Composite supply na, what are the two keywords or sentences? They should be naturally bundled and are supplied in conjunction with each other. This is one sentence, key sentence. Then the second one is like, they are, one of them should be a principal supply. Okay, so these are two sentences which are keywords or key sentences. Those kind of sentences you should identify. Either you should write the sentences when you are writing short notes, either in a different color pen using, or else if same or single color pen also, highlight them. Okay, highlight them with different color pens or using highlighters, right? Then the fourth thing is like revise. Okay, this revision intensity has to increase when the exams are nearing. When the exams are nearing, you need to revise it much more times. So many of you think like revise means again reading it. No, revision means, the true meaning of revision means recalling. Close your eyes, recall whatever you have studied. Close your eyes, recall whatever you have studied. That is the real meaning of revision. So don't cheat yourself by way of thinking like reading is the revision. Reading is not revision. Reading is reading only. Revision means you closing your eyes, you try to recall those sentences, whatever those, then your brain will register them. Those keywords, key sentences are not tough. You are not putting effort. Remember it. Okay. So recall. Then you remember them. At least these keywords and key sentences. So go to the topic. Okay. You already studied 2 or 3 times, right? So you try to not just the concept explanation, just try to recall those keywords and key sentences. Then it will get registered. Then okay, even after this, it was there only in your mind. You don't know how you put it on paper. So that self-evaluation has to be done. That's the fifth thing. Okay, how you can do self-evaluation, sir? I could say like there are so many test series. Even BCCA has the test series that you could follow, or else you cannot. If you can't even afford test series, also every week 4 or 5 concepts you identify. For those 5 concepts, on a everyday basis or on a week, give yourself 1 hour or 2 hours and write down those 5 questions on a paper and then check yourself. Sir, how could I know, or how could I evaluate? No, you are not just putting the effort. Evaluate. Any evaluator will just compare it with the key, right? You also can do that. There's nothing great there, man. You are not just doing that thing. Your brain is not allowing you to do. You don't want to get yourself like, you don't want to, maybe your brain thinks like when it doesn't well properly, you feel like my confidence will come down. No, it doesn't happen. Understand it. When you check, when you know your mistake, then you are not going to do it. Unless until you know your mistake, you acknowledge your mistake, then you are not going to leave it, right? So that's why do self evaluation at least week 3 to 4 questions. This will week by week you will have improvement. This gives you the confidence that theory also I can do, theory also I could post, right? Then handwriting, man. So this thing, some students might think like, sir, how can I change handwriting? No, I'm not asking you to change handwriting, man. But some students really have issues with handwriting. Something like, I've seen so many students, I'll see, man, I'll just see their notebooks and see how it is going on also. So at least I'm not asking like your writing should be beautiful. Even my writing is also was, at least this extent I came also after practice only, because I'll write so many pages every day, every class I'll write. That somehow helped me. It used to be much more worse in my student life also. But one thing you should do is like, at least the sentence would be clear. Okay, it could be the other one, or whoever is the evaluator, he could read, he should be in a position to read the sentence without putting any extra effort. Okay, the words will overlap generally, like they'll mix the words a b. Okay, these things will get connected, overlap, and the sentence cannot be understood properly. That things you should avoid. Okay, again, this doesn't happen overnight. It takes rigorous practice. So these 6 steps, okay, these are the actual 6 steps or 6 tips you need to follow. And the 7th one is like, this is also one more thing. If it is a theory question, the questions can be a straight question. Like they'll ask about what is this, then you will be writing about this is what, like always try to write in the points wise instead of writing in the paras. Try to answer it like points wise. Points wise would be simple points also. Okay, write in points wise for a straight question. Then if it is a case study based question, I think you know what is called case study based question. Okay, for example, if you need to understand case study question, a simple example I am giving. There are traffic signals, right? Red, yellow, green. So we all know when red signal na we need to stop there. Yellow na we should be ready. Green na we should pass. Okay. How a case study question will be asked means there's a guy called Manideep who is going on a bike and in so and so junction in Hyderabad, or okay, in Hyderabad he's going. There is red signal, but he didn't give any damn, so went on went on without carrying the red signal. Then the traffic constable stopped his bike, okay, and then he raised a challan for 1,000 rupees on him. Is the traffic constable justified in raising a challan or levying fine or penalty on Manideep? This is the question. Okay, so they are not asking you straight away write about the rules for traffic signals. Okay, so they are giving a situation there. So this person Manideep has not obeyed the traffic rules. Then the traffic constable caught him and I levied a fine. This is the situation. So now you need to answer this situation. Okay, how you will write? For this situation, there is a provision, analysis, conclusion. We'll write provision, analysis, conclusion. Some people or some students may write even facts. Facts also nothing but the question, some summary you'll write again facts. That it's optional. If you have time, you could write facts also. Otherwise, you just write provision, analysis, conclusion. What you will write in provision means, in provision, you'll write the concept related. Okay, related to traffic signals, what? There'll be 3 types of traffic signals. When red signal, you need to stop. When yellow, you should be ready to go. Or when it's green signal, then you can go. So like that, there are rules, right? That concept you should write. When writing this concept, these key sentences and keywords should be there. I mean, in case study based question, these keywords and key sentences shall be shall be there in the provision. And don't write the question related facts into the provision. Provision means you are bringing the related concept from the material or from the act or from such particular topic, right? So that topic or such law is not designed for Manideep or for one particular scenario, right? It's for general, for everyone. So bring that concept like that only, in such a way only. So when writing provision, then the evaluator expect in provision whether keywords are there, key sentences are there. That you need to check in the provision. Then the second thing is like analysis. In analysis, once your provision is good, then analysis is of cakewalk only. So you will just link the provision with the facts of the case. And here, while writing analysis, it feels like you again repeating the same which was already explained in the provision. No matter, no problem. But in analysis, you'll explain it in a much more lighter way. Okay, it's no problem. You could try to use keywords here also. Even if you generalize and explain the situation also, analysis part, it's okay. Provision should be standard specific. Then conclusion. Yes, the traffic constable is justified or no. So like that, you will be giving the verdict or conclusion. Okay, so this way a case study based question has to be solved. Understanding, right? So these are 7 tips or 7 techniques which I feel. Okay, sir, again I'm saying once again to you, it doesn't happen one day or with this one video. It's only matters or it's only gets the benefit when you really follow. It's only on you. Okay, we are here to always guide you, to support you, to help you here. But at last, it's on you to do it, to practice it. Okay, after 3-4 days, like your mind will not cooperate with these revisions, but so you are strongly determined this time anyhow you are need to clear, then follow this. Okay, if you like the content or if you like the BCCA or business support, please subscribe, like and post a comment and share with your friends, because they might be struggling with theory. This small video may would drastically change their exam preparation, right? Thank you all.